Hello and welcome to the DFS_PhD show for week 10 of the NFL season. Remember, you're good enough, you're strong enough, and gosh darn it, someone's got to win that money. Congrats again to Jesse for his 300K takedown. That's really awesome. And yeah, again, someone's got to win that money, and it might as well be us. And yeah, when I say us, it's the proverbial us. There's not like a team here. I'm not asking you guys to join anything. I want you to be happy when people who you like and who are your friends in the virtual community win. That's called being empathetic. And we know from the Iowa gambling test that makes us better at winning as well. So on the main slate for this week, I have enabled a few quarterbacks. Burrow, Prescott, Jared Goff, Geno Smith, Brock Purdy, Sam Howell, Kyler Murray, Baker Mayfield, Taylor Heineke, and Kenny Pickett. That's kind of a not that great bunch of them. Let's see. I don't want 50% Dak Prescott. Let's take 15. Let's take 15% Geno. I'll take a bunch of Burrow. He's obviously going to be chalk, but I'll take up to like 30% Burrow. And then let's see where it distributes the rest. 30% Burrow, too much Howell. So 15% Howell. Take a shot. Okay. All right. So yeah, that looks about right. You got your Burrow, Prescott, Geno Smith stacks, maybe some Sam Howell stacks. And a lot of good, there's just so many valuable, good value quarterbacks this week that I think flip a coin, who cares? You can get a guy between 20 and 30 points for almost nothing, or for not paying that much. So, sorry, for $6,000 to $7,000, you can get that amount of points. And then for about 5,000, you can get 20. So one way, I can't tell you which one of those is going to be optimal so far, but yeah. Okay, so it looks like a lot of Joe Mixon, but I'm not going to have that much Joe Mixon. Let's have him 35%. 30% Najee. He's doing fine this year. I can be overweight. It's just I can't get to that much. 40% Pollard. He's hurt me a lot this year. Let's go 35% on you hurt me too many times. Way too much Madison seems like where we're going, and I'm not going to tell it no. I like too much Madison this week. I need it in best ball, so I might as well need it in real life as well. But yeah, Mixon, Pollard, Najee, and Madison with a little bit of Rashad White, Etienne, McCaffrey mixed in. Tight end, we've got who's looking good. Right, I'm enabling some weird options just to see what it opens up. Connor Hayward and Irv Smith. So I'm getting to about 5% that, just because they're below 3,000, they open up other plays. I'm only allowing $200 of wiggle room. So because of that, I think a lot of people, smart players, do that. And this will enable me to have a whole bunch of lineups that they don't. Trey McBride, yep, great play. No qualms there. In the flex, how much tight end I got? It's going to be gross, but I think it might be a lot. Yep, a lot of Trey McBride and in the flex as well. This is way too much tight end, but it's only 40% tight end. So I think two tight end is more in play this week than usual. That said, I don't need that much Trey McBride in the flex if I have that much. So, okay, I want overall exposure to Trey McBride to be in line with something reasonable, 30%. Okay. Because he's a good value, but 35%, just like with the other core pieces. Trey McBride is a fine core piece for the slate, but we need other things. So now what do we get to in flex? Presumably less tight end, 18%. Trey McBride, 26% with Hawkinson, 31%. That's the thing. A lot of the top values in the slate are tight ends, right? I mean, McBride, Chig, Hawkinson, and Ingram. So even though it's a lot, I think I'm going to lean into two tight ends this week, just because I know sharp players sometimes have a rule to not allow it, and it is a 5% thing. And of weeks, this feels like it could be a two tight end time. I mean, you can see, am I still playing a lot of that? Not exactly, right? Like this is like I'm playing 35% two tight ends, which is 7x what its long-term value is. So just so you know why the sharp players are not allowing that, it's because the upside is limited for tight ends traditionally, but is the upside limited for Trey McBride, TJ Hawkinson, Chig, Evan Ingram in these offenses? I don't think so. These are not good quarterbacks, and all they can do is check it down to these guys. The upside is 10 catches for frickin' 70 yards and 2 touchdowns or something. All right, DST, I never play the chalk, so there's some chalk team. I X'd them out. Oh, I should have X'd out card. Well, Now, Cardinals are too good of a value to X out at that price. I like a cheap team, but I won't have too much of any of these guys. Bengals, Cardinals. Who cares about DST? Don't like spread it out. Don't be into a DST play for the week. That's like so random, and you shouldn't. Don't get your hopes up about a DST play. If they win you a GPP, I don't know, get a DST jersey. That would be fun. All right, guys, I got to get going, take my kid to school. But remember, you're good enough, you're strong enough, and gosh darn it, someone's got to win that money. And hey, it's not just 500K for Sunday, it's $1 million. Might as well be us.